Let's continue here on BOXTOROW. We're joined by a gentleman. As a matter of fact, he's in his first season as the head football coach at Prairie View A&M. I got to tell you, Prairie View A&M is playing some outstanding football, ranked number 5 in both the HBCU coaches and media polls. It's a homecoming in Prairie View, Texas. Tremaine Jackson, the head football coach of the Panthers, joining us right here on BOXTOROW. What's going on, Coach Jackson? Welcome back to the program.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me. It's always good to be on the show and talk about our program.
Absolutely, want to do that. Now, I got to ask you, have homecoming tickets picked up? Like you weren't happy about this when you posted this on X the other day. Have the homecoming ticket sales picked up?
Yeah, they have. Honestly, people like to wait till the last minute. I'm not a last minute guy. I want to make sure that for as much stuff as I've seen happening in the first couple of days of homecoming, that the game is kept as the main thing. Man, we're an elite institution. We have to do elite things. This is the South, man. This is football in the state of Texas. We need to treat our program in that manner, and that's not just from our standpoint internally. That's from everybody externally that comes to this hill to have a good time. They need to make sure that they get their tickets and equipped and ready for the football game, whether we have a lot of rain, because a lot of people became meteorologists over the last couple of days, whether we have a lot of rain, whether it's fire and brimstone outside. I really don't care. We need to have tickets to the game.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. And look, you've been, I like your style. Like, you've been straightforward with PV from day one. You come in with a winning program, played in the national championship game last year at Valdosta State, know the SWAC. You're a Texas Southern alum, a former Texas Southern coach. So I like your style. I don't know. Are people taken aback by that sometimes? Not that you care. I'm just asking.
I think we live in such a weak, watered down society until people are taken aback by how straightforward somebody could be. But we certainly don't care about what people think. We care about the messaging that we put across and how we go about our business on a daily basis. We are who we are. I am who I am. It is what it is. And, life is not gummy bears and butterflies. Life is straightforward. Everybody wants to keep it 100 till you keep it 100 with them. And I've been very proud of a lot of our alums and fans for owning the things that they've made mistakes on and celebrating the things that they do well and continuously trying to get better. We're at that point now where anybody that says something against what we're talking about is a natural born loser, and they're not a part of who we are as an institution, as a department, or as a part of our football program. And we're okay with those people. Some people are scared that when Prairie View A&M gets it right, we're going to be scary. Well, that's why I came here, because I was one of the people that said, man, if PV could ever get it right, it could be a monster. Well, now we're getting it right. People are seeing the monster forming, and now they're starting to just throw strays of things that don't even matter. And so, man, the people that support us, the people that are on our campus, at our games, whether we're home or away, those are the real fans. Those are the alums that we love, the people that send me messages and send our players messages about the job that they're doing so far. Those are the people that we want to make proud, and we're happy that they're in our corner.
Prairie View A&M, you won 4 straight football games, 5-2 on the season, as I mentioned, a number 5 in both the HBCU coaches and media polls. Just your thoughts on the way the season has gone to this point.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of thoughts about what has happened in the past this season. My thoughts are moving forward, how we prepare moving forward. I tell our guys all the time that the separation is in the preparation. We have to be continuously on the rise. We got to get better. We haven't played our best football yet, and we're still searching for it. We're not going to stop saying that until we finally do. And when we do, we're going to have to play better than that. And so we won the games that we won against the opponents that we won them against. And we've got more opponents starting with this Saturday with Lincoln U on our schedule that we got to get ourselves ready for. But this is and always will be about us. And we got to make sure that our program is moving in the right direction in a new age of football, which I don't think people really understand how different things are in college football right now when you're trying to put together a program, get guys to come together, create cohesiveness, and move forward and win championships. This wasn't set up for us. Nobody left us anything. This wasn't a ready-made situation. We're building from ground zero, and it's tough, and especially when you do it in today's climate.
Tremaine Jackson, he's in his first season as the head football coach at Prairie View A&M. He joins us here on Box to Row. Yeah, I mean, I look at it. I mean, I look at you from a defensive perspective, and I heard you when you said you don't necessarily like to look back per se. I'll ask it this way. What are some of the things? Because your defense is number one efficiently, total defense in the SWAC, especially in this day of college football. If you're giving up only 320 yards of total offense a game, you're doing something pretty good. What aren't you pleased with right now as we stand right now?
Yeah, just keeping it on the defensive side, we think 320 yards is too much. We think our third down defense needs to be better. We think that we should have more picks than what we have and create more opportunities for our offense. We had a quarterback situation that we've been trying to work through, that we felt like we had two pretty good guys that could help the Panthers win on any given day, and putting those guys in the right situation and being able to move the ball down the field and ultimately score touchdowns. We haven't put together a complete game offensively yet. Special teams wise, it takes us too long to get started. Us as a team, we're not starting as fast as we want to start. So there's a long list of things that we need to be better at to be playing our brand of football, which we believe can be a championship caliber brand of football. And so we've done it before. We're not going to stop until we do it again. And we fully expect it to start taking heed here soon.
You're running the football really. I mean, well, from my perspective, I know your perspective is different. But look, I mean, you're averaging 5.1 yards per carry. That's pretty good. Let me ask you about Chase Bingman and what he brings to the table as your leading rusher.
Yeah, he's a very young kid. He's a redshirt freshman. Chase got a lot of yards, not a lot of touchdowns. I think that's on us as coaches. We got to do a better job at getting him runs that can get him in the box, and then he's got to do a better job at putting his foot in the ground and outrunning people and getting to the box. So we both have some onus in that, but he's a really talented guy. When you have a guy that young, which we don't deal in a lot of young players, like this is a 21 up and up club over here. Like we don't have a lot of young players as far as just being newly removed from high school. But he's one of the guys that came in and he was here. He fought his way to stay. He competes to no end, and he's very grateful to be at Prairie View A&M. He's a great student, and I think when you put all those things in the mix, then you get a great recipe like Chase Bing.
And you mentioned, I'm assuming he's 21 and up. Also, is Trevor Randall. Like, he's getting safety, transfers into you this year. He's got 2 picks. He leads your team in tackles with 58. Talk about how he's played so far this season.
Yeah, when we recruited Trevor, he was doing some really good things in his last place against the SEC and other things. So we felt like he could come into our league and do well. And he's been everything that we want him to be. He's been a leader for us on defense. He's been a leader on our whole team. He's got a degree already. He's about to get a master's degree here in December. So you're talking about guys that are not only competing on the field, but they're competing at a very high level academically as well, which I think a lot of our football world has forgotten about the academic component. We get so caught up in what guys are doing on the field. He's doing it everywhere. And so we're extremely glad. He plays a lot of positions for us. We're extremely glad that he's on our team. And we look forward to getting the next Trevor Randall as we move forward in recruiting and how he's going to help us do that too.
Lincoln University of California, the next opponent, homecoming for you on Saturday. What are you looking to see from your team in this football game?
Yeah, we got to start faster. It's taking us too long. You look at our points per quarter in the first and the third quarter, we're not starting very well. And so we got to look to get a fast start. We told our guys yesterday, we got to start fast, stay fast, and finish faster than that. And so we got to make sure that we're clicking coming out the locker room. It's been taking us too long, and we've been trying to get too adjusted as we played this year. We got to do some things schematically to get our guys comfortable quick and to get the ball down the field and in the end zone. And then defensively, we got to make sure that we take the ball away earlier. Stop waiting until we get on the drive. We missed so many opportunities where the ball didn't even have to drive down the field. We dropped some picks or didn't get some fumble recoveries. And so I'm just looking for a complete, faster start in all three phases.
Last thought, and I appreciate the time. I know you've addressed this, the U8B rumor. Let me ask this. I'm going to ask it this way. Is it exciting to know that maybe you're wanted, that possibly you could go from, in a couple of years, from being a D2 coach to an FCS coach to an FBS coach? The possibility of that means your name is out there. That means you're doing something right. Does that excite you?
Yeah, no, it doesn't really excite me, man. When you coach at Valdosta State and you're playing for national championships on that side of the tracks, this is a normal deal. And we were in the second round of the playoffs last year, and people thought I was going to 5 different places, and I wasn't even talking to none of those people. And so I wasn't talking to anybody at that point. And so I do think this, though. I'll be honest with you. I read an article about why is it do I get the opportunity to have my name out there when there's some other coaches on our level in HBCU that have done a really good job with a lot less. And my answer to that is, man, I came from outside of the SWAC, and that it's not right that it's looked at like this, but we're certified on the PWI side. Until you get that, it's not gonna bode well for people inside of our league, which is not right. It is actually dead wrong, because there's a lot of coaches in the SWAC, in the MEAC, in the SIAC, in the CIAA that can coach anywhere in the country. But there's a lot of decision makers on that level, the FBS level, that have no idea what goes on in Black college football. And that's why when I got here, I started telling people, stop calling us Black college football. Just call us college football. And it had nothing to do with not being proud of where we are. It had everything to do with taking away some of the stigma that in some of the thoughts that people think at PWIs or at places that don't look like ours about our brand of football. Ultimately, man, some of the best college football coaches in the country lie right here in the SWAC. T.C. Taylor, great coach, always has been. Chennis Berry, always has been when he was an offensive line coach and offensive coordinator. These guys always have been. Coach Robinson at Alabama State always has been a great football mind, even when he was a player, and so many after that. And so what we hope it shows is that, man, these men that I'm now part of in this conference, everybody can coach and everybody should get opportunities. But my name came up because I came from outside of the SWAC, and to a lot of people, I'm certified against PWIs, and we've done it at places that they recognize. And so I'm glad you asked me that. Like as I said before, when we do what we came here to do, it's not going to be the last time somebody's name comes up. I think our coaches are next, our coordinators, their names are going to come up. And when you hire well, when you get the right fit for your program, and I let it be a lesson to other ADs in our league. When you get the right fit and you have alignment, man, people are gonna want your people, and your name's gonna start coming up. And so I think it's a testament to our AD Golf in hiring somebody that he thought could help move the program to another level. He's not from HBCU. He came from outside, as did I. I just had prior experience. And so we don't get flattered by it. We don't get enamored. That means nothing to what we're trying to get done. But I did want to address why that's happening. That has nothing to do with Tremaine Jackson. It has to do with where we've been, how we've been certified by the powers that be. And that might be a bad term, but that's what we use in group chats that I'm in, certified. And so I look forward to the day where everybody's name that's winning comes up, whether we're in HBCU football or college football, because there's so many that look like me that can just flat out coach.
I appreciate the candor. Tremaine Jackson, again, in his first season as the head football coach at Prairie View A&M. The Panthers 5-2 on the season, going to take on Lincoln University of California on Saturday for homecoming. Coach Jackson, appreciate the time. Continued success to you and the Panthers.
Thank you. Go Panthers.